Greetings YouTube, Captain Machine here, back for another miniature review. Now, don't expect a lot of these from me. I'm not a big miniature fan in terms of the game. I don't actually play the game. I've played it twice. And did enjoy it, but as I sat there looking at it thinking, well, I'm playing a basic, I mean very basic miniatures game, and I'm playing with models in excess of £50 to £100. It just didn't seem like the investment I wanted to make for such a basic game. But I know it's popular with some people, so I'm not going to take mickey out of anyone for actually playing it, but I personally don't. I buy these purely to look at or to more likely use in my D&D game. Right, so as you can already see, I was talking about the Legends of Drizzt scenario pack, which again is a limited edition. It's part of the Icons range. They didn't do many of these. I would have liked to have seen one for every colour of dragon, but this one is particularly nice. It does carry a £30 price tag compared to the £20 price tag the dragon did. And the reason for that, I think, is first of all because it has the Drizzt name on it, because Drizzt sells. Sorry, but he does. I know a lot of people out there don't like him. I find he's okay anti-hero at that. But inside you get a white dragon, and you get, I don't know if you can see this from here. Oh yeah, you can see that perfectly, yeah. That is Drizzt and Wolfgar, which is a scene taken directly from the only Drizzt book I've actually read, which was The Crystal Shard, which I believe is the first one he appears in. Not chronologically, but the first one was published. Hey Rocky. Yeah. Right, and where Drizzt and Wolfgar stumble across the lair of White Dragon. In this case, I believe it's called, what is it called? It's got a name here. Icing Death. And they kill it, end of story. And the loot goes back to the barbarian hordes, which then motivates them to do various different things for part of the story. Because those two models are firstly in the game exceptionally powerful, and because they're only available in this box set, extremely rare, because they come with the £30 price tag. I think that's why the price tag went up, because those two little models there. So they will be considered part of this review, although the main bulk review is that bad boy there. So I'm going to open this baby up and see what we get inside. Once again, the interior is this nice diorama. It also helps hide all the packaging and the wires and stuff like that, hold it secure, which is why I can do that and it won't fall out. Let's get another pack. Here we go, another scenario pack. So we've got a map. Oh, I didn't melt. I think this may be more than just one single scenario. By the fact that's a village and not a place. Here we go. Legend of Drizzt scenario pack. It also includes an extract to, at the time, the new Drizzt book, which was the Orc King, which I know is now out, and to be honest with you, I might have a look through it. I don't know yet. And most importantly, for those of you who play the card game, there is the 3.5 stats for the dragon, and the miniature stats for the dragon. It's worth 500 points, it's worth the same amount as the other dragon. We have Drizzt, D 3.5 and regular tabletop, 87 points worth. And once again, 3.5 and miniature stats for Wolfgar, who is worth 54 points. Because he's a lower level apparently. And because this is a new thing they brought out towards the end of the miniatures line, although I know the miniatures line's still going, but you know what I mean. The epic stats, which are not, like to say, epic 3.5 stats. There are no 3.5 stats on these, are just a lot of pretty picture, which is just basically concept art. Which is not done by Lockwood actually, which is a bit odd because most of the stuff is done by him. And there we go. And he's worth 156 points as an epic character, and Drizzt is worth 230 points as an epic character. And they have some really sick stats. Right. Okay, so I've got the clippers. Let's take this dragon out. Okay, so it's out. Now, before I talk about the dragon, because that's not what most of you want to see, let's briefly talk about the models that come with it. So this probably not going to look fantastic on my t-shirt, so I'll use the dragon as a background. This is Drizzt the Wording, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, because I know my pronunciation is terrible recently, so thanks to those of you who point it out to me. Actually, I don't mind this one. He completely lacks any facial features. I don't know if you can see that here. No, I don't think you can. He's got yellow eyes and he's got no mouth, no nose, no nothing. Cloak, quite active. It's a good pose. It's a very nice Drow Ranger model. And if you wanted to, with a bit of paint apps, you could quite easily turn this into a regular Elf Ranger. So a very nice model, that one. Wolfgar. Never did like Wolfgar as a character in the Crystal Shard. I always thought it was a whiny emo barbarian, which is quite possibly the worst combination you could think of. And the model doesn't really do it for me. Well, the fur's done quite well. Fur's always notoriously hard to do, for any painter will tell you. It's one of those tricks you have to learn. It's not something that's really easy to teach. His legs have got some reasonably good paint apps. His skin is just one-tone skin with black eyes. You can see that. Yeah, there's no white in there at all. He's got one-tone yellow hair, and the thing that really knocks me off is the hammer. And if they just had the hammer silver, it wouldn't have been a problem, but they decided to put a red paint on top to represent blood. And that is unnecessary. It's very jarring compared to the rest of the model, and it looks like very much an afterthought. So I'm not a big fan of that. Alright, okay, on to the main event, which is the dragon. Now, this is a very, very sexy beast. Now, I'm going to talk about the paint apps for the Black Dragon in a bit, because I'm going to do a comparison, but this one has, in my opinion, more paint, but applied in a worse way. It's a very nice model, absolutely fantastic. Just to give you, again, a sense of scale, Mr. Wolfgar with the red hammer. There we go. Yeah, he's dead. A bit of hair there for some reason. I don't know if it's the fact that all the model is in this colour of plastic, which is the wings, or it's been painted over, or if they've actually made the effort of putting the wings in a different plastic and attaching it that way. But it does help a lot. Basically, it's a grey undercoat with white highlighting on it, and the head part, it looks fantastic. The eyes are a bit, or at least one of them is. Yeah, he's got that stare in his eyes, but that can be forgiven. Towards the back, though, is where the worst crimes towards painting go, because they've got paint on the wings and they've just literally not bothered. It's just smeared all over here. It doesn't adhere to the detail of the model at all. And unfortunately, that is the byproduct of this particular colour, which once again I'll get into in a moment. Overall, it's a very, very nice model. If you're not looking at it from a collector standpoint, oh, I haven't taken this bit away of. That's embarrassing. Yeah, so owing from a little bit of a crack in the plastic there, where it's been adhered together not perfectly, and the paint apps, which are in some places a bit. Overall, it's a nice model. It does the job well. It represents a very fierce and intimidating target. And in D&D mythology, white dragons are the most animalistic because they have the lowest intelligence of all of them. And this one is like a prowling beast. So I'm really happy with this. I mean, obviously, I'm going to bitch and whine about the paint apps and the fact that there's a little crack and his eyes are a bit weird. But apart from that, it's a very nice model and it does the job well. And this will look fantastic on any tabletop using a battle mat with other painted models, or non-painted models in fact. In fact, this would probably just decimate unpainted models. You could make a rule that it gets +1 to hit unpainted models. Either way. So I'm just going to leave you there for a second. I'm going to go get his black cousin and we're going to do a comparison between the two.